Oh, the convent's still here. They haven't burnt it down. Hello.
Hello, Billy.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's nice to see you here.
I'm back.
You're back.
The convent's still here.
It's still here, but you better check on the progress.
I'm sure you've been doing a great job. I haven't been watching the videos just because I've been relaxing. But it's nice to be back. You probably guessed where I've been actually. Yorkshire tea. I just bought some stuff back. So Gwen and I went to the UK for 5 days and we had a lovely time. We've been all over the place actually. We've been in Brighton, London, Portsmouth, all over the place. So yeah, I got you a bottle of gin.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Billy. You know me too well.
Yanis,
Hello, Billy.
I've got you a bottle as well. I got you a bottle of Southern Comfort.
Oh, I appreciate Billy. Thank you very much.
No problem, Yanis. You and Simon, Dad, Rick, young Duncan have all been doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, I haven't been worried at all. So today, Simon wants a hand. He wants to remove something from his house that only we can help with. We're going to check on some progress at Simon's as well. We can quickly have a look in there, just so I can see what you guys have been up to. I believe all the electrics are done in the dining room now. You started on the hallway. The plasterboarding is finished in the dining room. And yeah, lots of progress. And you've also found some treasure in the garden, I believe.
Yeah, lots of treasure actually.
Brilliant. Yeah, I've just got more things for more projects. So yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit rusty at this. It's been a whole week.
Well, we've got tea bags to wake us up to start work.
Yes.
And gin to finish us off after work.
We've got enough Yorkshire tea. Well, actually, I don't drink Yorkshire tea. I drink Barry's tea. This is actually for you and everyone else, because I know you prefer this.
All the British people should be agreeing with me right now, I think.
No, I like Barry's tea. Sorry, Yorkshire tea, but Barry's the winner. Yeah.
Let's go.
Marmite. It's looking amazing in here. Everyone's worked really, really hard. And I can't wait to see it all done and the tape removed. And we're gonna plaster this wall. This one we've got to wait for the air conditioning. And on Wednesday, we're picking up the chandelier for this room, as well as the chandelier for the dining room. So I look forward to getting them back here. We won't be able to put them up straight away because we'll still be sort of working and it might be quite low, the chandelier. Actually, the chandelier for this room isn't as big, but it might be in the way, so we'll have to put that up last. And yeah, just getting the doors fitted, getting the floor all cleaned up and sealed. It's just really going to come together. You're going to be able to walk into the convent and just sort of not walk into a building site. And you've got the kitchen, hallway and dining room, which will be done eventually once the windows arrive, which might take forever, as per usual. And I can see Duncan's done all the electrics and the ceiling is all plasterboarded and insulated. Yeah, it's looking amazing. So the next stage for this room will be insulation, plasterboarding the walls, and then obviously plastering the ceiling, which would be great. Really, really happy with it.
And Duncan's already started to fit the electrics into the library as well.
Yeah, so he's got feeds running into the library and we're going to run everything off that supply panel. So basically what we're going to have to do is we can only get so far with this room until the windows arrive. We can't do the floor until, like I said, the windows are fitted and all the plasterboard's done and things like that. So we'll have to then do more work in the library. But then again, we can only get so far with the library because we're still waiting for windows for the library as well. So what we might have to be doing is find other projects to start with until we're waiting for them, because the window manufacturer hasn't even sent a devi yet. A devi is like the invoice to say how much it's going to cost, which I know how much it's going to cost, and then you pay like 30-50% upfront. They get made delivered, fitted, and then you pay the rest after they're fitted. So I'm not sure how long they'll be, because during August in France, everything closes down and nothing happens. So an entire month has gone past and nothing's happened. So that's just the way it works in France. Things aren't done quickly. So what we might be doing is juggling some other projects. It'd be really nice to get into the room next to where the elevator is. Remove the ceiling, remove the partition, have a look at the room. But maybe, I think might be a better idea, is one project I really want to start, and it will be the bar. And the asbestos ceiling has disappeared. It's gone. The asbestos ferries have been, they've removed it, disposed of it, which means we can crack on. So as you can see, everyone, last week a company came to the convent and they removed and disposed of the asbestos ceiling. And they didn't want to be filmed, and we couldn't film any of it because this was a very, very safe, sealed, well, sort of a dangerous environment for us. And yeah, we just let them get on with it. And they used the chapel entrance to come in and out, and this was all taped up and sealed, and they had suits on and masks, and they had ventilation sort of into like a fan which took the air out of the room and kept it recirculating, and they were collecting that with filters and things like that. So it was really, really expensive, but we had to do it that way because when you buy a property like this and they have a survey done, they say this ceiling is asbestos, and you have to do it a responsible way. You can't just get rid of it because they know it's there. And then say in the future, if somebody wanted to buy the building or it was being sold or something like that, they would need to know where it went. So we had to do it that way. But it's absolutely amazing now because it's given you a different perspective of the room, because the ceiling has been dropped by 2 meters almost. And now you can see up. And there's a feature here which is hidden. So from the chapel, you can see this huge arch, which is an exact design of the entrance into the convent through the gates. And it would be really nice to remove this surround, which was added when they made the stained glass windows. So we're going to do that next week while Yanis, Simon and that plasters and Dad and that's busy with Rick. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to remove this partition and expose the arch so we can see through. And like I said, it'd be nice to get some work done in this room. Anyway, enough rambling on Yanis. Shall we go and see Simon?
Yes, of course.
Let's go and see our old chum Simon. He's been really busy, so we're going to go and help him out because he wants a few jobs done. It's nice to be back. Come on, Yanis. Don't drink all of that Southern Comfort at once, all right? Hello, it's the tax man. You haven't paid your tax. It's the tax man.
Open.
Hello, mate.
Come in.
You all right?
Yes, mate. Hey, Yanis as well. Yanis. All right, mate.
There you go.
Come in, Pat. That really tastes nice. Thanks.
You're all right, mate.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you.
Yeah. Come in by all means. Beers and all, yeah. Oh, we're doing well here, aren't we?
We've come to help you,
If you like.
if you like.
Okay. Good. Wait, is it afternoon or morning?
Afternoon.
Yeah. Let me start again. Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're at my farmhouse today. It's Saturday. We've got Billy back with us, back from his lovely trip with his family. We've got Yanis, myself and Alex behind the camera. So what we're going to do today is, Billy's been kind enough to come and bring the truck here today because there's some bits of furniture that are a bit tired and they're in the way. So we're going to load them up on the truck so that Monday we can take them to the déchetterie. There's some bits upstairs as well which we're going to take out. But before we start, we're going to get our priorities correct. So we're going to have a little drink. Billy's brought this back from me from the UK, which I'm appreciative of. I appreciate. So I've already had one. You can probably tell.
One?
Yeah. So we're going to have a little tipple, and then we're going to start loading the truck up with the bits that we need to clear out from here. And the reason being for is Billy's grandparents are having a new kitchen fitted, and the kitchen that's coming out of their apartment, there's nothing wrong with it, and they're oak panel doors. There's I think there's a new hob, there's a dishwasher, fridge freezer, which they've kindly donated. Sorry. Which they've kindly donated to me, which is going to be absolutely ideal because, as you can see, I've got a temporary setup here. If you remember, me and Billy found a piece of cable for this induction hob that I've just, manufactured just so that I can use it. And I don't know if the camera picks it up, but here and here is the cable that we took out of the convent, which powers it. So, that's all up and running. So, anyway, before we start, we're going to have a little tipple, especially Yanis as well. He's excited.
Yeah.
So we're going to just have a little one.
Yes, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just a little one.
Little Yanni.
Yeah.
We've got work to do.
We got work to do.
He started me Billy.
This is probably his third one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
You have cup of tea.
So great. So now we're going to do some humping. Well, I don't mean humping in
We're going to do some humping.
in that way. I mean humping furniture. So I don't know if we can keep that in. Hopefully we can.
Yeah.
But what humping in UK means two things. But we're going to do the latter part of humping, and we're going to get the furniture out onto the truck. So you ready? You ready,
Let's
Yanis?
do some humping.
Let's crack on.
Okay, so this is what we're about to remove. I mean, this is a ginormous sofa. I mean, it must have cost an absolute fortune when it was bought. But unfortunately, it doesn't really go, in the farmhouse, and it's just in the way. So, and it's a little bit tired now. So this is the first thing that we're going to remove from here, put on the truck so we can take to the déchetterie on Monday. So you can see by the size of it, well, Yanis is lost in it. You could have about 10 Yanises sitting on here and there'd still be room, to...
Innocent family.
Yeah,
big spider.
Yeah, a big spider there. Yeah.
Yes.
You could do a lot of humping on this sofa, couldn't you?
You could do a lot of humping on this sofa. Well, more than two of you as well, if you choose to, but yes. Yeah.
Come on, let's get it out.
So we're going to get it out anyway and get rid of it.
So we think it's from England?
I think so, yeah. I think the guy that I bought the property from brought it over from England because it's an English sticker put on there.
I wonder if he put it on the roof of his Peugeot 308.
I think he probably had something a little bit bigger than a 308 Peugeot that he put it on. He must have had a massive van, really, to transport it here. It's a bit sad, really, to see it go because I've had this here for 5 years. But it's done its purpose and now it's time for it to go, unfortunately. So we're going to get it out and get it on the truck.
Come on then.
Yes. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I think there's something living inside of it. I heard like some scratching.
Look. very big spider.
Whoa.
Let's get him.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that lovely space now. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, as well, is the table that's here, we're going to position over there in that area so that there's plenty of space here for when the kitchen comes from Billy's grandparents. We'll have a sweep up as well. So
The majority of the stuff you've got has been kind of reclaimed or rescued.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you know, a lot of times people throw things down their local tip, déchetteries, and there's nothing wrong with it, you know. And if you can, you know, reuse it, repurpose it, you know, it makes more sense to me. It's like a lot of time, you know, people will throw timber down the tip, and timber is so expensive that, you know, if you just need to pull the nails out, like later on I'll show you, which we've done to my stairs which I built, which all come from the convent, and it was a ceiling joist, which I made, you know, a staircase out of. So, you know, if you can repurpose it, you know, then why not? Why buy something that you're throwing away, if that makes sense? So I'll show you that later anyway. So we're just gonna have a general sweep up here of the floor, and believe it or not, this patch of the floor here I've not seen since I bought the property, because the sofa was there. So, you know, it's uncovered the floor for me, and just by getting that sofa out, what a, you know, a massive space this has created, which is absolutely perfect for when, you know, in a couple of weeks time we're going to go to Billy's grandparents and take the kitchen out for them and do a little bit of work there for them. And it's going to get repurposed here in my farmhouse, which I'm grateful, you know, for them for. So I think we're going to have a little bit of a sweep up, and then we're going to move this table into this area here, and then it you know, just opens up the space for when the kitchen comes. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a little bit of a sweep up.
I say nothing, Billy.
You won't see nothing. Oh, you look good.
Now is good. Simon, come.
Right, you ready, Yanis?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Shut that for a minute.
Yes.
Okay.
Push little here.
Maybe
Okay.
we can put this one on here.
This
Go
one
that way.
here.
Yeah. Little bit.
Yeah. I said to him later, he start. If start, no, so stop.
You want to know what you've already got one, ain't you?
I empty this, you give me more. Okay?
You help yourself, yes?
Nice. I am in my house now.
He's in his house now. You want one more?
Yes, of course.
Okay, one more. Yeah, okay.
I help you.
Yes. Okay.
No, just this for you.
You?
Yes.
Me, okay?
Yeah.
Little.
Next time,
Little.
change van, okay?
Little.
Yeah.
Okay?
Next time.
In England, we say cheers.
Cheese.
Cheers.
I said,
Yeah,
in
cheers
Bar-
and
in
down.
Paris, may say cheese.
And down.
Cheese.
Down, down. All the way.
Of course. I like this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weekend, enjoy work, did everything.
Yes, you happy?
Yeah. Huh?
You happy?
Very
Yes, you spilt
happy.
it here.
I like
You
my
spilled it
life.
all down here. Look, it's all down here. You fuck.
Oh,
Full for it, eh?
yeah. Next time, remember these guys, okay?
Okay, so we're in my second part of my farmhouse, which I'm using as a workshop at the moment. So kind of like round there is where we've just come from the kitchen. This is the next part. So there's 2 bedrooms above, or 2 rooms at the moment, which will be bedrooms. These timbers here is which Billy has been kind enough to donate to me, which were out of the ceiling joists from the convent. What I've done with them is I've cut them down and made them into a staircase, which if Alex pans round, you'll see here. What I've actually done is to make it like this, and I'm sure Alex is going to pan around and show you in a minute. Rather than spend hours and hours and hours sanding it, then staining it, if you look at this piece here, I'll just show you quickly. This piece here is an offcut like that piece there from that timber that we've took out of the convent. And what I've done was I burnt it with a blowtorch. What that does is, it burns all the splinters off, all the little fibres off, and then you put a wire brush across it, and it makes it lovely and smooth, and it also gives it a lovely dark patina. And rather than staining it, it would do the same job. So that's what I've done on the staircase there. So if you come with me, I'll show you. You can see the sides here. You can see the sides where I've put the treads on onto the staircase, and they've got holes in there where the actual fixings go in. The reason for countersinking them in is if Alex just goes back a little bit, I'll show you. This is rather large, but you'll see what I mean. What these will do is they'll then get inserted into the hole like so, and then they'll get cut off, and then I'll burn the ends of them so that, let me pull it back out, so that then they'll be flush. I'll cut them off flush, we'll give them a lot of sanding, then I'll burn them the same, just with a regular blowtorch, so that it'll burn the end, the sort of like the end of them, so it matches in. That's why, stick that there, that's why you can see all the little holes in here. For some of you people that have been watching it for a while would remember that over that side where we come from the kitchen, I'll come round with Alex as well. If we used to come through there, and there was a staircase going up here, which that piece there used to be an opening, which we didn't want the stairs to be obviously right through the entranceway into this room. So that's all been taken out now, been boarded over, or the joists have been put in, and it's been boarded at the top, because now obviously we've got the staircase here. So that's a staircase, like I say, we've built already. And we started to put the stud work in as well for this main bedroom that's going to be here. So obviously it'll come round and round, and we'll have a doorway here which leads into this bedroom, which then leads into the ensuite bathroom there, which we'll get to in a minute. And also, like I said before, for those of you that can remember, the reason for separating the toilet from the ensuite is because initially I was going to put the toilet and the ensuite all in one, but what it would meant is if you have guests that come and stay with you, they would be going into a bedroom to use the toilet. So we've got a separate toilet here outside this part, which will become a stud wall through there with a doorway here into this bedroom. So that just means it's a communal toilet. Also in here, for those of you who remember, when we last filmed it in here, we just had a tiled area with the shower tray in. So now we've got the shower screen put in, and the shower manifold and the shower, which is all functioning and working with the shower. So perfect for a day at the convent when you're filthy dirty to come home and get clean. That's all done, that's all plumbed in as well. Also this little sideboard board unit that I picked up from the second-hand shop that we talk about often in times. Now I picked up from there. The sinks, obviously, it's been mounted in now. I mean, it's all working now. All the plumbing's been done for it, so we've got a hot and cold supply up there. It's got a drawer at the bottom for, you know, for keeping your towels in. So it just makes perfect sense to utilise, you know, what you can buy rather than buying a vanity unit that will be, you know, 200-300 euros. This cabinet, which will go perfect with the farmhouse, cost me, I think, 23 euros. So, you know, and it seems silly not to utilise what you can find. And the sink I got out of a job in the UK when I'd done a bathroom for the clients, and they were kind enough to, you know, just give this to me. So it's not fixed at the moment, it's not sealed round here. And this is a superficial piece of plasterboard, if the camera will pick that up, that I've screwed on here because the water splashing when in the mornings when I'm washing will, you know, maybe soak this, and I don't want to soak the board behind it. I'd rather just soak that one so I can take that off, because eventually this will all get plastered, all of it will, and then we'll have a tile splashback put on there, and the mirror will be inserted in to, you know, the plastered wall with tiles around it. So that's, you know, how we are up to date. The floor as well, I know initially I did say that the floor we was going to, you know, repair the joints and the cracks and everything and infill it with pieces of timber, but when I've done the initial floor that Alex is standing on, which leads out of this into there, there was some really quite bad, you know, woodworm infested boards that, you know, we just couldn't fill. So it just made sense to, you know, reboard the whole lot of the floor out there in the bedroom, which will lead into here. So it will eventually get boarded. When I take this all back out to plaster it, I'll carry on with the board work all through there. So, you know, we're getting there. It takes a long time. Like I said to you many times before, it's not like a conventional ceiling or, you know, plasterboard room where it's nice and square and you can just measure the size of it and put it up. Everything's got to be cut, you know, specifically to fit in. And for instance, just getting the pipe work that goes down through the floor from the shower and the hand basin, you know, the pipe work that leads underneath this, perhaps we'll go down and have a look, you know, just getting that out through to the waste pipe that is on the outside of the building can take half a day, because the walls are literally this thick, and they're not brick walls, they're made of rocks, all different sizes. If you like, come, let's go and have a look and I'll show you what I mean. Just down here at the bottom of the stairs,
Just being careful.
yep, this is what I mean. I mean, conventionally, you know, if this was a brick wall, you know, with normal sized bricks, you'd be able to get a core cutter and send it straight through there in a nice, you know, circular hole. But these bricks are, I mean, it's granite, it's really hard as well. So, you know, just to get that hole through a wall that's thick, you know, can take a considerable amount of time. So, you know, that's why, if you're looking at him thinking, well, he's not done much. Really, I've only got the weekends, you know, and worked horrendously hard to get this work done. If you want, what we'd do is we'd go outside, because this actually goes through into the barn. We can go outside and I can show you where the other side of this comes out and how I've joined it into the main pipe work that's outside in the barn. So if you want to follow me, we're going to have a look at that as well. Okay, so we're now the other side of that wall where I said about right to put the pipe through, and if you see, it comes out here, which is in my barn. So what I had to do was bring it out there, run it down there, and run it down into the main soil pipe, which goes into the septic tank for all the waste where it goes. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a little pipe coming out of the wall, but like I said before, the wall's about that thick. So it's quite a a mission to get it through there. So I'd just like to say, thank you to Billy for all his help at the weekend for me, getting rid of, my old furniture and all that. I know he's here somewhere.
I am here, yep.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
No worries, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your hard work.
He's such a kind-hearted man,
really
honestly. And no, he is. And you don't understand how kind-hearted he is. He puts himself out, for people. And it's a shame that there's not more people in the world like him.
Oh, I
and
do
Yanis,
appreciate it.
yeah, and Yanis as well. They really are, and they help me out a lot. So, just like to say thank you on camera to Billy for helping me.
You're welcome, mate. Anytime.
I
look after you, look after me.
Yes.
Yes,
so.
of course, with my pleasure.
and another one as well. This is a good guy as well.
He is good.
He's a good lad.
So we're back at it on Monday.
Yeah,
Of
we
course.
are.
We're going to continue
back
with
at
the ceiling.
Convent. Yeah.
Wednesday we're picking up them chandeliers, which I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
So
yeah, that'd be
Wednesday.
nice. Yeah.
So we'll probably do a bit of antique shopping at the same time if you want to.
Yeah, that's nice.
'Cause we don't get much time to. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you all on Monday.
Yes. Crack on.